Hello, Twin Flame Collective. Good morning, good morning. My name is Tanya Vargo. If you would like a personal reading with me, my email is in the description of this video. It's tanya@earthangeleverlasting.com. So you can just reach out to me or DM me. Also, for those of you that have asked, I do have TikTok and Instagram, and I am at Earth Angel Everlasting on both of those accounts. And so you can follow me, and I have fun and different little things. I just keep the YouTube channel for the readings that take a long time, because Instagram only allows like 15 minutes, and it just wasn't allowing me to coach y'all the way you deserve to be coached, you know, when we're going through these types of things. So my kids are home. I moved everything over to YouTube, and that's longer than 15 minutes. So, okay, so let's get into this. I'm trying to kind of think, let's see. I think I'm going to go backwards today, and I'm going to do the karmic and roll through, because otherwise some of the stuff won't make sense. And I try to do things to give you the least amount of anxiety as possible, so that you're comfortable being guided through everything. It is the weekend. My children are home, so I'm sorry for any noise. And then if you want to just take some of the clanks and bangs and whatever as confirmation of what I'm saying at that time, just go ahead, because everything happens for a reason. And I literally did tell them to be quiet. So I apologize in advance. Okay. Okay, so let me go over. So here we have the Divine Masculine's overall and most significant feelings towards the Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine's overall and most significant feelings towards the Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculine's overall and most significant feelings towards the Karmic. And we have Masculine Madness Oracle cards. We have the Ocean of Emotion Oracle cards. We have the Sacred Union message cards for under his stuff. Under the Divine Feminine, we have Soul Whispers and the Journey of Love. And then for the Karmic, the ones with the pink flower are the Hidden Truth Oracle. And the black ones are the In the Shadows Oracle cards. Oh boy, maybe. I won't make my jokes today. Okay, so here we have it. We're going to start over with the Karmic, and I just feel like if we move this way to that, you guys will be a little more settled. So the Divine Masculine's energy right now is that of confusion and having options and being overwhelmed. And, with this card, obviously, like if you look closely at it, not all of the options are good. Like one has a dragon in it, one has a snake, one you don't even know what it is, the other one's full of jewels, awards, a home, he's got options, and they're overwhelming right now. The thing with this card is that you have to choose something. You got to pick life, or life's going to pick you. Pick something, or you're going to have nothing. Or pick something, or your options are going to be your options at the end of the day, right? So that's the energy coming in. He wants to make a choice. There's a decision he needs to make, and it's even in their, as a whole, their differences, right? Like they're having differences over him making a choice of one thing over the other. right? So I'm gonna just guess it's the divine feminine over the karmic, right? So he's overwhelmed, and it's in both of their difficulties with him making this choice, right? So the karmic is coming in as trapped. Like, she just absolutely feels stuck and trapped in this relationship, okay? Like I said, their difficulties are over making a choice here over one thing or the other. It's the Two of Wands. So we have one or the other one or the other one. And a decision needs to be made. And he's coming in overwhelmed by this decision. Their similarities on a basic level are that they could be judging each other. In an even bigger way, this is spirit stepping in and coming in and blowing the horn and being like, come on, like, this is the last call for alcohol, like, come on, I'm blowing the horn. So spirit is definitely been showing up in these readings a lot lately, and just blowing that horn. So it must be getting deep and dark, right? So in their emotions for both of them, it just can't get any worse. Like Ten of Swords, right? Like the Three of Swords is betrayal, and that's just 3 swords. So we're at 10. So it means 7 more have been lodged into the back, and it just can't get worse, right? It's done. It's over. You know, 10s are completions, and so stick a fork in me, it's done. Like, it's just done. So in the physical for them, this card has has a few meanings. One, this card can mean theft, okay? Another, this can be about taking advantage, okay? You just have to interpret the cards. 3, it's an infidelity card, okay? And then 4, it's about empty victories. So you could win, but look bad as the winner. So it'd be an empty victory. So this card has those meanings. And it's not, you know, when Spirit picks a card, it doesn't necessarily mean like one of them is the only meaning. Like it could be just like an overall card, right, of everything. Like somebody's been taken advantage of, there's been empty victories, there's been fights and conflict and you know, theft and whatever, you know. Definitely a lot of lies and deceit, but with you know, their thoughts, they're both thinking. This is an infidelity card too. Like, this is known as the fuckboy card, right? This is known as sneakiness and deception and getting away with something, right? Just like absolutely getting away with something. So when we've got I mean, this is in their both, right? So they're both cheating, they're both being deceitful, they're both lying, they're both you know, taking from each other. Like, whether that is just like one of them is like, say, taking money, the other one's just there for sex or what. Like, it's just, they're there for one thing, and it's to take advantage of each other. They're both cheating on each other. Spirit is stepping in, showing them that this is it. Like, we're done. 10. It's a 10. It's a cycle, completed cycle emotionally. And you need to make this choice, right? He needs to make this choice, and he's going to be forced to do it. So a lot of fights here, a lot of conflict. There is something I want to kind of show you, because he's showing up as angry. Like, normally I would interpret the Knight of Swords as, you know, an angry guy, but I'm not going to interpret it that way when we get over Divine Feminine. I'm going to show you why, and it's just coaching, and I'm going to show you what makes the difference here with relation to the cards, because I know I'm going to interpret this a little bit different, and I don't want anybody get upset that the interpretation will be a little bit different than normal. Should this card have landed here, or here. Should one of them have come in as this, right? If, you know, I would have read this this would be a completely different spread now. This would have a completely different message, right? I would be reading, like, it would mean, like, he's angry, he's come in, he's a brawler, you know, on the good side, he verbally abuses people when he's angry or whatever, and on the worst, you know, he might, you know, smack someone around. In this spread, I would literally interpret this as that, you know, there was a fight, right? And someone ended up in jail. And Spirit stepping in, and they're going to get away with it, you know, like, don't worry, like, even though this all happened, even though you're going to jail, or even though you got picked up, or even though there was that fight, or even, you know, that they'll get away with it, right? So it would be a completely different reading and thing and interpretation. So when I do get over to that, I don't want any of y'all to be upset that I'm not interpreting it as angry, because in the spread it's going to have a completely different meaning when we get over there, which is why I'm choosing to go this way. So let me just recap, since I messed all that up. So basically, this reading is telling me that the divine masculine has to make a choice. He's got a lot of options. The differences have been in this relationship that he just needed to choose one thing over another, one person over another, the relationship or not the relationship, the karmic or the divine feminine, like whatever it is. This has been a difficulty in this relationship. The karmic feels stuck at this time. And there has been deceit and lies and cheating and sneakiness and theft and whatever you want to talk about, people ripping each other off and doing weird shit in this relationship. And Spirit has stepped in, you know, basically for both of them. They're both kind of judging each other, whatever, and it's just, you know, done emotionally. It's a 10. Okay, so that's where we are. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. I regret lying to you. I know I messed up everything. We will be together again. I feel you leaving me behind. And with the oracle cards, they can switch. Like, it's not necessarily him. It could be the karmic talking, and I'll explain that to you on the divine feminine side too. I want to tell you so much. You're so easy to see through, which is why, you know, it's probably easy to be deceptive here, right? I lied to you. So that's, you know, we almost have triple and quadruple confirmations about this lying, right? So we have I lied to you here. I regret lying to you. So at least we have remorse about it. And then this is just like straight, like right here. You got sneakiness, cheating, sneakiness, deception, cheating, stealing. So, you know, these are cards of nightmares are made of right there. Like, yikes. Like, these are seriously yikes cards, right? And they will make you feel like that. And then I don't know what to say, right? So I lied to you. I'm sorry about it. Shit's fucked up. We both cheated. I don't know what to say about it, but it's really over, and we just really need to decide whether to be in this or not, right? However you want to interpret it, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, right? So here we have the divine feminine towards the divine masculine. So she's coming in as, you know, this man is my hope, my wish. He's the star. He's the highest. Like, this is in her wants section, right? He's the highest. He's the star. He's the highest in the room. The biggest, the baddest, the whatever. He's the wish fulfillment. He's the wish, right? No one better. He is coming in, which is very cute, as jealous. He's coming in as like uber uber jealous. Even though he's got this going on over here, he's jealous about what's going on over here, which is cute. And also, you know, he's ready to fight for this relationship. It means like he's ready. You know, he's jealous, but he's ready to kind of, he's finally ready to fight for this. Okay. Oops, wrong. So in their differences, we've had, you know, some differences with him being in the King of Wands energy. And the King of Wands, let me tell you, he's an awesome guy. You know, he is definitely somebody worth being with, 100%. There's nothing wrong with the King of Wands at all. He's very ambitious, almost to a fault. He's everybody's best friend. He is a great collaborator. He is a great at scaling businesses. The downside is that he's always right. He will argue a point to death, even if he knows he's all the way wrong. All the way wrong. It doesn't matter. He's not, he can, no, he's just going to keep arguing it that way. Kind of doesn't take other people's opinions into consideration sometimes on the negative side. And then the thing is like if he's in a relationship, he is all the way in, right? But if he's not, he's not. So he's like the PM Dawn King, right? If you go look up that song, Set Adrift a Memory Bliss of You, by PM Dawn, that's him. This is him. He's that guy. So, you know, he'll be the guy that's like, what? We weren't in a relationship. We weren't together. We weren't a thing. We weren't a couple. Meanwhile, he's coming and like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, do you 9 ways to Sunday, right? So that's the only thing you got to be careful with him, right? So you got to just be careful that if you're with him, that he's into you, right? You just got to be careful that he's into you. So that's in this overall spread, you know, that's where their difficulties were. Their similarities are this king, yay! So this king is in his heart space. He has love for people. He's the psychic king. He's, you know, very empathetic, very caring, very loving. He's emotionally controlled. On the downside of him, which I think, you know, all people are kind of like this for the most part, but on the downside of him is like if he comes across some information, he can't unknow it, right? He can't unknow it. And so he might use it to be manipulative, you know, but that's on his downside. The most you want, like this king's always loyal. This king's always committed. This king's always like married or something. So he's amazing, and all of us have our downsides, right? But that's where they're in their similarities. They're both in their heart space. They're both in integrity in this relationship, okay? Emotionally, they're both thinking about union here. So the Four of Wands is the twin flame union card, 1111. So it usually is depicted by, you know, 4 wands holding up a tent. And so it's 1111. Okay, so they're both emotionally in a space where they're like, can we please come together and make this real finally, okay? In the physical or physically, we have the Tower. So, you know, this could be things going on in, you know, their lives or Divine Feminine's lives, since it's, you know, kind of her spread. And then it could also be like things they both thought about each other are just crumbling, and it's a restructuring of the relationship. And it could be that she's just so shocked, like in mind blown that he is here, right? Because she is accustomed to this. She knows this dude. She knows all about this dude, right? She don't know Divine Masculine as this dude. So she's probably just like, whoa, you know, oh my gosh. She's thinking like, I could really start, you know, we could really start this love this time. This could be a really real thing. If he's really in his heart space and we're both in the union space, then mentally I can think about this brand new love. Like, I will allow myself to think about having this brand new love with this man that has really just always ultimately been my wish, right? And the one that I think is the best. So our soul whispers are, see you soon. You make me feel alive inside. Which, let me just show you. Oh, that's what I was saying. So that's what this card means sometimes, is like, you know, fresh and feeling alive and lively and friendly. And so that's, you know, that's how he's thinking right now, for sure. Do you trust me? And so I do think this particular, it clicked up like this. I feel like this is actually the Divine Masculine talking. It's like, you make me feel alive inside. Do you trust me? Right? And so, you know, she's feeling like, whoa, is this for real right now? Like, this is who I know him to be. But he's coming in like this, like, whoa, mind blow. Like, this card is like the mind blow emoji. Okay. So nobody compares, which this is essentially what this card is, right? And nobody else compares. I am jealous. It's so funny, right, that this card came out, and that's really what this card means, right? I'm jealous, but I'm ready to compete. Let's get, you know, he's ready to fight for this relationship because he's jealous. And she probably is too. She probably didn't like this going on, so we're not gonna like just put it all on him. She probably would just really like for all of that to just go away, right? I don't know what's wrong with me. So, you know, we know, like, in the past readings, Divine Masculine is kind of, you know, been going through an awakening and not knowing what's going on. And this card is just reminding me of this one that he has coming out, which is, what am I running from? Confusion. Like, you know, you're running from love. You're running from squishy, lovey love. Like, what? So he could be questioning, like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Why would I even? This is crazy that I would even think to run from this. Maybe that's what he's thinking. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You're gonna know your divine. This is a collective reading. You're gonna know the specifics of your divine feminine or divine both better than me. Divine masculine, feminine. So I'm empty without you. I'm so cold without you. Warmth. So this card almost always comes up for them in one way, form, or another. It's about warmth in this relationship. Destiny. I want forever with you. So they had, I think this came out yesterday, and then a beautiful card he had, which was like an eternal card as well. I can't find the right words. Speechless. So he's speechless, or one of them, both of them are speechless. Can we kiss and make up? And then we have dominating. I need you to tell me what to do. So they could be like, listen, I have these things to say. I just can't figure out the right words, but I really just want to make up with you. Just tell me what to do. Tell me how to move forward, you know? And this could also be like the bounce, chicka, bounce stuff, like let's kiss and make up and get freaky and just consummate this stuff, right? Who needs words? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Sorry. Okay, so let's get. Okay, so this is how, you know, we're gonna get. Oh wait, let me do these first so that we. Okay, so we have, I'm stuck. I can't break out of these illusions. Nervous. My anxiety is worse than ever before. I'm constantly worried and insecure. I'm ready to break free, freedom. So, you know, he's just on the precipice of wanting to break free over there. And love, I'm so madly in love with you. And I just about died when this card came out. Oh my God, because I don't even think it's ever come out before. And so it was almost like me seeing, it was a beautiful thing to see. But in addition to that, it was like I don't recall ever seeing the card before. So I just thought it was so beautiful. So it was just like a beautiful thing. So cutting fake people out of my life, good for you. Allow me into your world. I think often of wanting to see you, and I'm gonna marry your ass. So that is so pretty. That is so beautiful. That is so, look how he's coming in. He's like for real coming in, guys. Like he's for real coming in like this. He's for real. It's for real this time. Okay, so up here we have, what am I running from? Confusion. You are so tempting, temptress. This has come out for him a lot. I'm ready to open my heart, intimacy. And so this card is this guy. That's exactly who he is, and it's exactly what he means. And he is all about this, and he is all about that. So we have like these massive love confirmations. I mean, even here, if you want, even though it's on divine feminine side, it's a, you know, the energies go both ways on the oracle cards, I find. And then he's like, I'm sick of pretending to be someone I'm not. I'm wearing a mask, right? So all this time he could have been pretending to be this dude when really he's this dude, right? And whether it was like himself, society, friends, work, whatever, you know, convincing him this was the way to be, really underneath he was like this, and probably really uncomfortable in this kind of skin. Like, it wouldn't even, like, if you sat down and thought about it and wrote it out, he'd be like, no, that's awful. I'm him. This is who I am, right? So, I'm sick of pretending to be someone I'm not, wearing a mask, right? He's just ready. He's ready. He's ready. So that's why we took the long route to me explaining why he's coming in and why this does not mean angry in this spread, okay? Because this is why in this spread it means quick movement forward, very decisive, takes action fast, just, you know, he's gonna move forward. He's ready to move forward. He's in a space where he wants, because it's in his wants. I want to move forward. I'm gonna make a quick decision. I'm gonna take the bull by the horns, and this is how we do, and this is how it's gonna be, and I'm moving forward, and this is what I'm doing. Okay, so very fast energy, very fast moving, very fast decision making. Okay. So divine feminine in his reading is coming in as charging ahead. So this is similar energy. Like he's like, I'm making a quick decision. We're taking care of this. We're moving forward. We're doing this, and this is how it's going to go. And she's like, yeah, mofo, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're moving forward. So this is moving forward. They're going very quickly and balancing some things out. Like they're going to balance. She's like, I want balance. I want to get it together this time. We are moving ahead on this. We are coming in ahead on this. And he's like, yeah. In their difficulties, you know, they've just had a hard time with the stalemate, you know. They literally probably have equal strengths and weaknesses, or are very similar. Just equal counterparts, and it's just it's been probably a lot and difficult to bring in, right? So it's like two kings chasing each other around on a chessboard. Like, how you get stuff done, it's difficult, right? So in their similarities, there has been communication, and the Eight of Wands means communication, and it also means quick movement forward. So all we have in this reading right here, quick movement forward, charge ahead. I'm making a quick decision to move forward, you know, like that's what this is. We also have the Eight of Wands means Cupid's arrows a lot, so it could be that, you know, they're bit in the butt by Cupid's arrows, but a lot of the times it means like text, emails, social media messages, phone calls, things like that. And then, you know, movement forward very fast, because wands are fast energy. Swords are about, you know, cutting through things, getting to the truth. And then this is a major arcana, so you know, it's like spirit being like, we're moving ahead, this is getting balanced out, right? So emotionally, we are looking how to build here. We're working on things, and we're looking how we can move forward and build, you know, a legacy here, businesses, a relationship, a family, all of those things. So just take what resonates. In the physical or physically, we have some fears. You know, we have some anxiety. You know, he did come in saying, you know, he's nervous, and, you know, he does have all these choices to make, right? You know, and so spirit does have a block on something in their physical, like there's something spirit is blocking. And so, you know, this is all about, you have to take that one step at a time in the physical, use your intuition. You know, that's part of something that this divine masculine has been learning, is to, you know, use his intuition. And it was also about him learning how to get here and be in his heart space instead of like a logical space or a sexual space all the time. So it's part of what his journey was. It's about intuition and using his heart, not his head or his other body parts. And then mentally, you know, he's excited, or they're excited. It's a fresh, you know, passionate new beginning. It's fun, it's friendly, it's, you know, just all of that, you know, excitement. Which was the card? Yeah, this, like, just feeling alive. You make me feel alive inside, right? So, you know, overall, this is all about quick movement forward. How do we build this? Let's get this going. Move, 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 move. Like, these are some serious movement forward cards. You know, just everybody just needs to be in their intuition, take it one step at a time, and, you know, just kind of go step by step with it, and just trust your inner knowing. Trust your inner knowing. It looks good on this side of the board for sure. So, you know, just divine feminine, stay out of their space, let them work their stuff out. You know, don't be stirring them up. Just mind your business and let them work out everything out. It seems like the more you do that, the more it's working for you. So that's all I have for you. If this resonates for you, let me know in the comments. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And have a great day, everybody.